Welcome to North Dakota State Stadium. A day full of college football has been great, but there's something special about a Saturday night game. It's the UTEP Miners and the North Dakota State Bison. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe, some interesting storylines setting up in this one.
North Dakota State's head coach told me before the game he loves how his team has come out and dominated in the conference so far this season, but he understands the road gets even harder now. He's talked to his team about getting off to a fast start, that's important to set the tone here today. They want to keep that undefeated streak alive in conference play, but it all begins right now. We'll see if they can do it against a very tough opponent. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. There's some daylight. There he goes. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. 1st and 10 for the offense. To the air, it's Hayes. Escapes the pressure to his right. He'll go out of bounds at the 38-yard line as this offense patiently tries to work the ball out of its own end. Offense gets set for 2nd down. From the gun, he'll try to throw. On the move. He's going to take off. He'll take it up to the 45-yard line, and they stop him and knock him out of bounds. Now a 1st down from the 45-yard line. Trying to surprise him with the pass. Stepping to the right. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw.
Takes the handoff, it's Scott. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Trying to squeak through the pile. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
Nice job by this offense converting the 3rd down. Listen, 3rd and short, they know you're going to run the football, and they still did a great job being physical. 3rd downs has been such a struggle for this offense. Bottom 50, one of the worst in college football. Nice job on that play.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Dumps it to the back. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asking to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make a play, ball right in his hands, and that is a missed opportunity.
They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down.
Really nice job by the defense that time. 3rd down, they're expecting pass, but they also know that this quarterback is dangerous when he wants to scramble. And it was almost as if they were expecting that. They were able to get to him, get him down. It now sets up 4th down. And you don't see the defense sprinting off the field just yet, guys. They're not sure. With this guy's scrambling ability, they may try to go for this.
They'll run it on 4th down. They get him on the ground, but not before he keeps his opening drive alive with a 4th down conversion.
Well, you're seeing analytics become a bigger part of college football each and every year, and there is a good example of it. Opening drive of the game, you're across the 50, 4th down, and it says run the ball and go for it. Even if you don't get it, your opponent's going to have to drive a ways. There's still a lot of football left to play. Hindsight's always 20/20, but that was an excellent decision by the head coach.
Man, it's nice having a QB that is going to hang in there. You can tell, hanging in there. He knows he's going to get hit, right? If I'm going to get hit, I might as well make a completion. Great job.
Snags it, and there's running room. Touchdown, North Dakota State. Made the grab and took it on in for the score. setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. The returner will field it and bring it back. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So the UTEP Miners offense will come out to go on the attack for the first time. And, David, they've got a guy outside that has a lot of potential, but he has to prove that he can be a go-to guy.
No, 100%. They are going to have to depend on him to make plays, to consistently catch the football, to make those one-on-one matchups, make the defense really pay when they choose to do that. I think he's the guy that can do that in spurts, Jesse.
Yeah, he doesn't terrify this defense. We know that, having talked to the defensive staff going into this game, but they have seen him flash before on film. They know he has the ability to make the wow play. For them to win this game, though, you get the sense he's going to have to make a few of those for this offense.
Under pressure. Just gets rid of that one.
You're welcome. That's what the defensive line just said to the secondary. Ball comes out quick, inaccurate. Why? Because we're getting pressure on the quarterback right away.
Now looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 26. And off to Jones. Stopped cold by this defense. They tried to fool him with the run, and nobody was buying it. And the Miners line up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. Trying to get started. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Dropping back, it's Hayes. Look out! Maybe tried to baby that one in there.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
2nd and long here. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Spits it out to the back. And he avoids the sack.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And this will push the offense back as they mark it dead at the 10.
And that is a huge play in terms of field position. Nice job by the punter. And how about the Gunners getting downfield to down that ball?
The tackle.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on-hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
Quick give. It's Jones. Gets it out past the 20 to the 21-yard line. It's a first down as this offense tries to put together a long drive. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Looking to throw, it's Colson. They're all over him. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Smith. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. On on third down. He'll try to pick it up through the air. He's got it down the field. Oh, look out on the right. Touchdown, UTEP. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. Looking for the tie with the extra point.
What a massive play for the offense. And sometimes when you're calling it deep in your own end, you're expecting man coverage or at least a one-on-one to the outside of the field, and that's what they had. The quarterback put air under it. The receiver shows off his speed. They make the catch, and it's not just a big first down. It's a touchdown. That is a momentum-changing play.
He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. North Dakota State sends the offense out, ready to get things rolling on this drive. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. See some running room. Got the first down. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. You open a drive like that, and the entire playbook opens up on first down from the 44. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Fires to the middle. He's got an open man. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. They say success rate can be picking up about 4 or so on first down, 1st and 10. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you can see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing.
Makes the catch, and he's free. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
And these plays are so hard to stop, man. You're giving your elite speed guys a chance to get to the edge in the most crowded part of the field. So it wasn't a home run, it wasn't a touchdown, but you like those little positive gains that makes the next down more manageable, and you like getting your playmakers in space.
Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They put together an 81-yard drive and finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. He'll bring it out. It's Henry. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The UTEP offense headed out to the field to start this drive. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Looking to pass, it's Colson. Keeping his eyes downfield. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be 1st down. The Miners will hustle to the line.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a...
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. Got his man down the middle. He's down right there, short gain on the grab.
Look, as an offense, you're always going to take completions over incompletions and interceptions. So the offense, they're able to make that 3rd down a little bit more manageable, but honestly, not by much.
They make the tackle at the 33, and it is well short of the 1st down. And the Miners will send out the punt unit. First punt was gorgeous. Let's see if he can do it again. clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. The punt team makes its way onto the field. That last punt basically flipped the field. They'd like to do it again. Catch is made at the 15. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. North Dakota State sends the offense out, ready to get things rolling on this drive. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Looking for a crease, it's Mitchell. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Great job by the quarterback throwing against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes.
Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. That is the last thing you want on first down as an offense, a sack. Now it's second down. Brown wants to pass. Gets rid of it. Hauls it in. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. It's third down, and they have to get it to the 42 to move the sticks. Gets the back moving. On third down, he drops to throw. Trying to make magic with his feet. Turning it on. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. You force them into third and medium. Now you get a situation where you're playing pass, but, man, got to do a better job of keeping that rabbit in the cage. Don't let him outside the pocket, because when he does, you see right there, he chews up 10 quick and gets that third down conversion.
Timeout taken by the offense is their second. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Now on second down. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Oh, pressure's coming. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be third down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket. Nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Sees a crease. Got a little grass. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, North Dakota State.
But how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And, David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He's finally brought down after a big return that was almost a whole lot bigger. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Moving the pocket, it's Colson. Out wide left, it's Smith. He'll be knocked out of bounds right at the 40-yard line. Good pickup there.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
Second down, gonna throw it. Smith's got it. He stopped just short of midfield. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 48.
I'll tell you, QBs and receivers, they practice these out routes all week long, and you've got to anticipate. You've got to be comfortable throwing it before he gets out of his break, and they executed it perfectly.
He's going for it all. It's incomplete, and they tried to get one on the board before the break and couldn't quite make the connection. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Men, week 9, go time. So let's get down to business with a notable update from the world of college football. We begin with Louisville taking on the Stanford Cardinal.
On the return, it's Henry. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. UTEP has the ball, the offense, ready to go back to work. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The Miners will call on their punt team. Trying to make one miss. He gets a block. Bust through behind his pad. The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. North Dakota State sends the offense out, ready to get things rolling on this drive. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up. He's getting
Deep shot for the end zone. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Man, you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man. Make them earn it. Make them feel it. Get your hands through the contact of the football when they're trying to make the catch. Great job breaking on the football at the perfect time.
Things look great with that field position a few plays ago, but now it's 3rd and 6. To the air, it's Hayes. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Quarterback slides, and that is a punch to the gut to any defense to let a quarterback get out and move the sticks there. Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24, first down. Fresh set of downs going up top. Fires to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. Touchdown, North Dakota State. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They've extended the lead and taken control here in week 9. And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Sells the run, wants to pass. Left side, it's Jones. And that's why you do explosive work in the weight room. Arm day's a good thing as he gets to the 23. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Grabbed in the middle, it's Brown. Tackled at the 29. Let's give him 5 on that one. And the Miners in the hurry-up.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. From the gun.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. The Miners will line up to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. On the return. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. North Dakota State sends the offense out, ready to get things rolling on this drive. They had this thing in a hammer lock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Paul. They've done what they wanted in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Rush is on. Hit as he throws. Caught by Williams on the right. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. First down here for the offense. Wants to throw. It's Hayes. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
He now has 62 yards on the ground so far in this one, and he is closing in on that 1,000-yard mark. They have it at the 43, 3rd and short, trying to avoid making a decision on 4th down. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48.
I'll say, watching this offense this year, one of the things you have to be really happy about is their ability to move the sticks. This is one of the top 25 offenses in the country in getting first downs. That running back is one of the biggest reasons. He is a weapon.
Follows his blocks. It's Mitchell. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Just smothered on the play.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. And maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right and things that they got to do more.
He's got it inside the 25. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense gets a huge explosive play.
Got it behind the line. It's Mitchell. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. On the move. Touchdown, North Dakota State! And they take it in for 6 more points. They add on another score, and now that record so close to going to 8-1 on the season. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They march 79 yards on the drive, and what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. Coming out with it, it's Henry. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Miners offense all set and ready to start the drive. Pulled and fired complete.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
To the air, it's Colson. Throws to the wideout. Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. Got some room to run. Go pick six. He takes it in. Touchdown, North Dakota State. They're on the board again, and it looks as if this winning streak is going to continue.
And all this defense has done all game long is be absolutely dominant. They have been shutting them out, whether they've tried running it, whether they've tried throwing it. They've been creating takeaways. You get the pick six right there. You just can't say enough good things about how this defense has played today.
Deep in the end zone, it's Henry. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. UTEP has the ball, and the Miner offense ready to go to work. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. Nice move to pick up yardage. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24. Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. The fake and wants to throw. Fires downfield. Out wide right, it's Brown. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. And the Miners have...
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
Might as well run him again. Pull down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a first down.
And finally, we see a nice gain. That's his best run of the game. And this offense works best when he is going. And then you can throw the passing game and the play action, and there's more balance. So maybe that's a sight of things to come. Maybe they can get this thing going and get back in this football game.
Makes the grab, and down immediately. He picks up a few.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Drives ahead for 3 to the 27-yard line.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule. It makes those 3rd downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. It'll be 4th down.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, and they finally forced the 4th.
And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the 4th down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. The decision to go for it does not pan out.
And I get it. That's for pride's sake. This game's over. Like, I know you're down and you try to mount drives, and sometimes you even try to get young guys in the game at this point. But now you're just fighting for pride and just letting them try not to get any more points on the scoreboard.
They'll put it in play.